many of you who've watched my channel have already kind of seen this. This video is for the actual mod that releases tomorrow. If you see this and you don't follow me on Twitter, then you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. So a Diplomatic Envoy is the name of the mod that is released today if you're watching this today. And first thing you want to do is I just started up a new game and just picked a person that was in the middle of a bunch of people. So go into your court positions, 40 years, go into your special. You should see an Envoy. Your aptitude matters, so it's best to pick the best one. So now I have an Envoy. Now the surrounding people, I can right click and then send an Envoy to their location. It's a bit different from some of you people that were watching my videos before. So now you'll notice their background there, and it's nice and proportionate. And this is your Envoy talking to the person that you're sending it to. And then here you'll notice that this guy's new. His name is George. Say hello, George. Hello. Okay, so George washes over your shitty deals. It just seemed a little bit empty after I moved a couple of things around. So these are your titles, to view the titles of each side. The artifacts, and we have no artifacts. Marriages, if anybody is eligible, and this is close family only. If you want to marry them some other way, then that's not family, then do it the regular way. This is just for close marriage. This is the matrilineal button. Other actions is where you have your alliances, your swear an oath, your vassalize, weak hook, strong hook, offer money, demand money. You can only do one or the other. So non-aggression pacts. So off 5, 10, 20 years non-aggression pact. So you have that there. That is pretty much the same. This button here, let's say you have a non-aggression pact or anything on their titles and you want to reset the deal, the reset button is now here. Just hit the reset button and it resets it. To minimize, you'll minimize. So in single player or multiplayer, this will be your single player. The deals can only take place one at a time. So you guys on multiplayer, don't be that guy that just leaves the deal open and doesn't close it, because nobody else can start a deal. And they'll know because let's say they try to start a deal with this one, it'll tell you a deal between this person and this person is in progress. So it'll tell you exactly who is holding up the deal. So you can yell at them on Discord. So just to pop it back up, you just hit that again, minimize, and pop it up again. If you are in multiplayer and you see a deal and it's grayed out, that means someone is making a deal towards you. When the deal is ready for you, it will be color. And you can just click on it and then you'll see a little bit later what I'll show. Right here, you'll have the value breakout of what is valued at what, and in the terms of the deal, if you have anything on the deal. So right now, on the value breakout, general opinion is a 0. You can no longer move the GUI. If you want to minimize it, you could just click on it like that. So the term general opinion is 0. It means negligible. Requested titles is 21. Your Envoy skill is a 4, which is good. And then their diplomatic skill is how they're good diplomacy-wise is a -2. So that's good. This person is not good to deal with. And your Envoy skill outweighs them, so automatically that's a +2. And then the requested title is a -21. So if you look at the titles here, you won't be able to get their primary title or their primary county, their realm county. That's not up for deal. So if you look here, you get the estimated value. This estimated value is 26. You notice there's only a 21 there though. Well, that's because this is at max capacity right now. Right now there's something probably going on in this county here that is preventing it from achieving its full potential. Yeah, the popular opinion down. So anything that reduces these numbers here, it's not going to give them that score. So they're -5 right now off of their own title. You can do duchies, you can do counties, so on and so forth. This population is maybe for a future expansion. The development tells you the development there, how many levies they got, and what the control is. If you see a 110 under control, that means absolute. Yeah, that's this. That's if you want to give them something, if you don't. This deal score here, 0 is basically you're at, you're even, and there's really probably no points to the deal. So you can go in the negatives right here. This is greatly in your favor, so it's a negative. If you hover over this seal, it'll tell you 10% that this person is greatly insulted, 20% that they get mad and cut off all future deals. That means that they block you. Essentially, you cannot send an envoy there anymore. And a 70% chance that they're insulted. So there's really nothing there that says send this deal, but you can send it. If you send something that's too bad, they could kill your envoy. But those are really the main ones. They can kill your envoy, and they could block all deals. Are probably the worst of it right now. I do plan on making something later where it might declare war on you, or you might threaten war if they don't accept a deal. That's in the future. This is the alpha, as well as in the other actions here. Alliance, you can ask for an alliance, and that gives a certain deal, 6. Right there, you can offer gold, demand gold, and you can do non-aggression packs. So this mod works with every mod because everything is 100% done without interfering with anything. However, there is one thing that it does touch. I know I just said that, right? But the non-aggression packs, I had to edit the vanilla war trigger. So if any mod that you're using has their own war trigger, their war interaction, all you have to do is put that lower than this mod. And then you'll use theirs, but these non-aggression packs, they won't work. All right, so that's the big difference. The mod will still work, nothing will break. It's just you put their mod below this mod and it's going to work. If you want to use these non-aggression packs, then you move this mod towards the bottom of the list. But it shouldn't interfere with absolutely anything else. Just that one, and that's just because, so although CK3 has non-aggression packs vanilla, they don't use that actual trigger in the character interaction, and I'm thinking because it's hard-coded. So I had to write as non-aggression pack inside the trigger, which is really weird, but here we are. So that's in there. I want to reset the deal because I don't know what I'm doing. The marriages, you'll see males and females here. If you click on either side, it'll only show you who's actually eligible to marry them. So in this case, there's only one person. And then the marriage value is here. The marriage value is a very complicated trigger, but I got it to work based off of the values. Well, I scaled the actual marriage values down into points. So it took an entire day just to do that. But basically, it works as the vanilla trigger, but it gives you a certain amount of points or negative points towards the deal. So therefore, when you do normal marriages, they'll either accept it or won't accept it. This way, you can, if they're part of your family, you can request a marriage and then send money on top of that. And you don't have to do just hooks or strong hooks or weak hooks, because that's all you get in the vanilla. If you want to do it matrilineally, you click that there, and then yeah, the marriage value is staying the same, but that's what that is. Player error is probably a lot more deal value. So I have to take a look at the matrilineal trigger here to see why my value isn't jumping. So I will fix that before release. Looks like I got more stuff to do. Okay, so if you want to just exit out or decline, if you are the first person, just hit decline. If you're going to send it to a person, of course, you just send the envoy. You notice how here it's blacked out. That's because even though I have a 3, sure it says something, but it doesn't matter. If there's nothing that's proposed aside from just the default point system, then you can't send a deal. So you have to send something, otherwise it doesn't make sense. Okay. So again, these are these 2 buttons. This button is my debug button. You won't see that button. but just decline and descend, other actions, artifacts I don't have. So what I'll do is I'm going to switch over to somebody who has artifacts. And I feel like I pick on this person too much, so let me come over here. And I switch character to this person, and I know they have artifacts. And I have average. So let's click on this person, and you'll notice that I can't do this. You won't see the trigger because you're at war with them. You cannot do diplomatic deals because this is for peacetime. These are peacetime deals. I do plan on editing the Sue for Peace and to make a war version of this, but for these are just diplomatic deals. You won't send your envoy during war. You'll send your marshal or someone. So that's why you can't see it. So I'm gonna send my envoy to this person, and you'll see their court here. And then I have one artifact. I thought I had more artifacts with this guy. So you have one artifact that's worth a value of 24. Let's see what this guy. This guy doesn't have anything. So even then they won't accept it. Yeah, an artifact for 2. Yeah, no way. If you want to sweeten the deal, you send some gold. How much gold do I have with this guy? He has a lot of gold. There you go. Yeah, 1 is the same thing as 2. So it'll say 18. So these are two 18s. So what are those? And I didn't localize it on purpose, really, because one of those has a negative modifier associated with it, and that is that you're conducting a semi-shady deal. This is not really beneficial to most people. So if you're conducting business at this level, or let's say you're conducting business at this level or this level, if you see -0, that's just because these are whole numbers. But the actual value is in the decimals. So you'll have a decimal. There's probably a 0.25 or -0.25, but it won't show 0.25. It's just going to round it. That's why it says -0. So if you're doing these kind of deals, you can get a shady dealer modifier that stacks, by the way. So if you keep making a bunch of shady deals, or you keep spamming people trying to get them to get this percentage right, there's a negative outcome to that. So I don't even know what I did, but let's just go ahead and hit send. And he didn't decline. He declined it. So now another thing that I added was now that I can't. There's a cooldown on this person for a year, so that now I can't just spam this guy. Yes, 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 to see if the percentage goes my way. So you have to wait at least a year before any deals happen. But if you send stupid deals, they'll just end up blocking you. So yeah, don't send shady deals. Man, let me see what this person is. Okay, so let's see if everything else pretty much self-explanatory, really. Let me send. This guy kind of hates me. Who's last one? Fine. All right, so you're here. We're sending it to this person's courts, and let's see titles. Artifacts. Ah, yeah, this person has a bunch of artifacts. So 16, 21, 16. This one has a base value. Yeah, diplomatic skills is bad, so on and so forth. But this is an artifact. This is feigned headgear versus a sword of God. And it's a straight up deal. Right now it's more in your favor. Let's see if they'll take some gold for. That's all I got. So let's see how that goes. Oh, they actually accepted that. Great. What did I get? I think I got. Oh yeah, I got. I don't know what the hell I got. Got a sword, right? Didn't I get like Sword of God or something? Yeah, I did. Ah, so $500 and then that, or 500 coin and that. What was I doing with this guy, right? So now he hates me a little bit less. And the reason, well, A, my envoy, and then my diplomatic deals completed. 5. These are stackable. So the more deals you make, uh, the more modifier you'll get. And I did, although I did not localize all of the GUI. I did localize all of these modifiers and the probabilities for all 7 languages, and it took a whole damn day. But a lot of the actual GUI here um, is not these little kind of things. I mean, hopefully that you understand the name of these. But everything else, like for instance, like all these things here, all these tooltips, all this other stuff of what they do, that's all localized. Um, so a lot of stuff is localized, but like the stuff you see here is not. I don't think so. So, but everything else is. So yeah, there's that. So now I'm gonna take a look at what it would look like from the multiplayer standpoint. Multiplayer people are responsible for accepting or declining their own deals. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate me sending this to multiplayer, and this is my multiplayer send button. Let me, who the hell am I talking to? Okay, this guy. Okay, so this means since I'm the one that sent the deal, I know that my deal is pending. So go to this guy here, because I know that's not him. He sees nothing. Go to this person, this is what the player would see. See the person I sent the deal, click the button there, and this is what you'll see. You'll see the suggested deal score, which means it's not in your favor. And it says accept, decline, or minimize. So these are the terms of the deal. You can accept, decline if you have an envoy, and this is multiplayer. See that? Now I have an envoy, and now I have a counter button. So now I can hit the counter button. So that is the 3 options you'll get. Like I said, you won't see this. This is my button. This is simulate. If you decline it, that's it. The deal's over. So if I go back to where I was here, see the deal's over. I can continue sending a deal. That's pretty much it. A lot of it is all self-explanatory. If not, there's a tooltip for it. If you have any questions on what you're doing, for instance, like the vassalize, like this person, I don't know, give option to vassalize them, which is negative 120 does not like that. So it'll tell you right here, becomes your vassal. So these are the terms of the deal. It's spelled out. This is all localized, so you shouldn't have any problems with that. That's pretty much it. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comments and on the Steam page whether or not there's bugs or whether or not there's stuff to get around. I know 100% it's not 100% load balanced. I'll take the suggestions as I can get them, and I will get to it when I can. But it's good enough right now to be an alpha. So the load balancing is going to come from the multiple comments. You know, if one person says something that makes sense, maybe. If like 100 people are saying the same thing, then absolutely. So make sure you let your voice be heard, and then that way I can get to it when I can. But like I said, I'll fix it sooner than later if there's a bunch of people complaining about one thing. That's it.